is time for a new season of F1 esports, and we go racing.
First light, second light, third light, fourth light, and the fifth light. And it's pedal to the metal, and it's go, 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 go.
Silverstone, and it looks to be good from both Red Bull drivers, but I think to
forward, no wait, oh wow.
Oh, there's a
forward.
major crash already, as unfortunately Kjeldsen is in the wall, and a lot of drivers, I think a lot of both Ferrari drivers caught up in the tangle. I'm surprised there's no safety car there, as another McLaren also...
Lagging. Oh, never mind.
WOR, British Grand Prix winner. He does it here. He's done it once before. He'll do it here. British Grand Prix winner goes to Thomas Gal, and what a run by his teammate of Daniel Kjeldsen. And Christmas crushed the line.
Practically leading this one since the start. This could be the end for Akinci unless he can get something down the inside. The DRS will work to the Turks' favour. In towards the back straight. A DNF for Beresne. Beresne with a disconnection on the last lap. I do not believe it. No. Beresne with a disqualification. A big crash, but it's gone to Akinci.
Come on. Let's go. Let's go.
Beresne with a disconnection on the last corner. Tony Richet finishes second. Kjeldsen on debut will finish P3.
16, lap 22 in 16th with his teammate, also retiring in 18th. To Aston Martin yet again, not going to score any points. Because I think, if I believe correctly, it was Aston Martin and Mercedes that didn't score. Also, Daniel going for a move on Gianpietro into turn 11. Harlem gets a penalty. This is going to be interesting now. Daniel gets through on Gianpietro. Jay gets through on Joao now. Joao now down into P8.
But look at the front of the field, though, as it's going to be Cameron making that vital move. And Daniel is also going to be looking for the same, as Cameron's completely burnt everything on his battery. Almost looked like he overshot the corner, but not quite. And yeah, with both of them having run out of their ERS, the main dividing factor was the grip. I'm getting informed in chat that the telemetry tool is overestimating. It's in fact 75% on the tyres, still in a danger zone, but nowhere near as bad as I originally thought. So thank you, Chatty76, for that. But Daniel is up into P1 to come around the final corner. And in the Alfa Romeo, Daniel Kjeldsen from ETA is going to win WR Tier 2's United States Grand Prix.
1,000s between P1 and P2.
Wow, that's amazing. Look at that. 145, 396 to 397. Conley Golo goes to 6th position. It's all down to Cameron then. Can he get a good run? Jensen goes top. 144, 543. That's nearly what? 9/10 of a second faster. Cameron can only go second, but it would have been pole unless Jensen found more time. They're now going to be racing to the end and hoping that they can get around on dry tires.
Daniel Kjeldsen on Leroy Brown. Into turn 1, he's burning because on the inside on Leroy.
Late on your like, and off goes Leroy, but he's still holding on. They're going to go side by side, and this is going to allow Cameron to get back in on the mix as well.
There we are, Ravazza 2. And let's see, is Daniel able to look how much speed Daniel's on the straight? He's going to get through on Teamer at this rate. Absolutely flies past AlphaTauri, but not going to stick it back. Can he stick it? No, he can't. He's going to try and fight it. And we go side by side. Leroy going for the lead on Rishan. Does get the lead on Rishan. Leroy Brown now to provisional first. Rishan's going to fight back up the inside, though, into Stowe. Gets a better exit than Leroy. They're going to make a bit of contact in towards the chicane now. Who can stay ahead? Leroy's going to be fighting. Rishan's got the inside line coming out of club chicane now. Leroy has to nearly avoid bouncing off that curb. Then Daniel Kjeldsen comes through in towards P2. Great move there from Kjeldsen. Now he's going to be looking to take the championship going into the end of this round.
Charge into turn 19 and 20, but it's too far back. Daniel Kjeldsen has done the masterclass.
Yes.
Pole position, don't forget, and he's doing it again in style.
Yeah, he's looking to win this. Minister Mena has fought hard but can't get past Daniel Kjeldsen. It was looking great for Cameron Dowd, but still, he made a bad pit strategy and doesn't. But Daniel Kjeldsen wins the Kota Grand Prix.
Curb and lost out a lot of time.
But Daniel just coming through turn 13 now. As he comes into the final corner for the final time of this race, 35 laps complete, led every single lap. Daniel Kjeldsen comes round the final corner to win the Hungarian Grand Prix, takes his second win of the season. Harlan Marquis will come round to take a P2. But we head on to the final couple of corners of Vatsa. It is for Daniel Kjeldsen for the 32nd time. Started on the best strategy on the inters. He's moved to the mediums. He's blitzed the field. Great pace. Daniel Kjeldsen comes to line to win the Imola Grand Prix for round 11 at the WR PC2 Championship. Outside, they make a bit of contact. Rishan goes off track. Leroy goes off track. Now into the final corner. I think Leroy's got it, but shifting to the front as Daniel Kjeldsen's going to come into the final corner, wins. Obviously now goes into the final race 18 points ahead of Yannick Schmidt. It's looking like it's going to be smooth sailing for Daniel to win this title.
On another lap, we've got this is Boulem Ferrer in towards the pits, only 14th for the Algerian this evening. Could potentially see him out if his teammate is able to improve. However, he has invalidated, which leaves Kjeldsen to the line with a 1 minute 49.1. That puts Modesto Mena out of this qualifying session. As he comes towards the line, it's P6 for Leroy Brown. Mirko Soriano peeling off into the pit lane. That will leave Daniel Kjeldsen and Alvaro Caraton, both of them in the drop zone at the moment. Not for much longer, says Daniel Kjeldsen. He goes up into P5, puts Jake Benham out of qualifying. Another final nail in the coffin for Alvaro Caraton as he hammers it in towards P3.
But it is Ruben Pedreño who rounds the final corner to take the victory here in Kota. Pedreño wins, Caraton in second place, Hoffland third. Smith holds it from Benham on the line, but penalties means it is Benham and Kjeldsen who round up the top five.
Stefano's also retired in 17th. Daniel Kuss coming through into turn 9 and 10. Let's see. Daniel into turn 11. Does he improve 8 thousandths up? It would be enough to take him pole. That's an alpha. That's Simon Lekomsky spinning down at turn 11. So that's it for Simon Lekomsky. Can Daniel take provisional pole here in this section or get himself on that front row? As he comes in towards the final corner now. Harvey Cohen, 7th to the 15.043. Can Daniel Kjeldsen take pole? Previous championship leader. Yes, he can. A 14.868.
Yes!
John Pietro going into the pits. Hollenbach.
Let's go, man.
Second. Whoa. Puts himself on the front row, and that is qualified over. Daniel Kjeldsen.
as the clock has struck 0. No new laps can be completed, and everyone at this point in time, Luke, is in that first or second sector as now Otis Lawrence coming up towards the third sector split. We'll see what his improvement is. Almost 2 seconds at this point in time, so certainly a big gain on his previous best lap. Currently sitting on a 1 minute 26.305, not competitive whatsoever at this point, but out of the final braking zone at Sagres and then getting the power down as early as possible. He's going to have to lift through turn at number 15, but Otis Lawrence looked calm, looked composed on his lap thus far. Out of the final corner now, where will he put himself as he comes across the line? Only P2, he's about half a second down on Jake Benham. One of the Aston Martins will be up next, and it is Max Wiesel. Lost a little bit of time at the beginning of this session, going out on the wet tyres, but it does not mean anything to him, as he is now your new provisional pole sitter, immediately beaten by Daniel Kjeldsen. Alfie Butcher now coming up towards the line, can only manage P2, splitting the two Aston Martins. One of the Mercedes up next is going to be Jake Benham, but he has invalidated on his lap as Thomas Ronhaar towards the line makes it onto the provisional pole position. He is now leading this session. He starts from P1 ahead of Daniel Kjeldsen in second place. I think the Norwegian driver will be very happy with his performance in the race. We'll find out in 33 laps time, as here we are now, 5 red lights here in Portimao. And we are underway, and it looks to be a good start from Thomas Ronhaar off the line, headed downhill and towards the first corner. Ismail Flashy with a brilliant run on Daniel Kjeldsen, trying to get the move on Thomas Ronhaar now, looking towards the outside of Primera. What an overtake around the outside for Ismail Flashy on the wet tyres. He's got ahead of Thomas Ronhaar, and with the superior start, he is now leading this race. Thomas Ronhaar on the intermediates, not looking to have the best pace at this point in time. We saw
not able to get the power down here, and this is just allowing those two ahead of them to pull away and allowing Cohen to catch up, as Daniel Kjeldsen, on a set of the intermediate tyres, makes a very unorthodox move on Alfie Butcher, and we're seeing a plethora of wet-shod cars coming to the pit lane.
Yep, the intermediate conditions seemingly coming right now at this point, and all the wet runners regretting their decision.
Has currently got the fastest lap. We'll see whether Nicholas Longe is coming out of the pits on a set of the soft tyres. I imagine that is going to be. So I think it's going to be hard for Ronhaar to keep that fastest lap in the end, but you never know what could happen. And what is going to happen here, Kjeldsen's decided now is the time to go for it. Down the inside in towards turn 1, and that is the Aston Martin back in towards second place. Fastly as they're still battling side by side, and one man who's not had to worry about battling whatsoever is Thomas Ronhaar.
Here he is now out of the final corner. Thomas Ronhaar is finally going to capture a win here in season 14 of WOR, and fashion over 12.5 seconds clear of the nearest runner of Daniel Kjeldsen, who finishes in P2. Harvey Cohen ends up in third.
Don't fight him. Let him go, no risk on no one. Bring it home.
Yeah. But Daniel Kjeldsen, as he comes through now into the final few corners, we're talking about him a bit early, but he deserves it. He's had a great season so far, coming into the final race. Obviously, we asked him at Bahrain, can you win the championship? He said, I don't think I can, because Yannick's 40 points ahead. We're now coming to the final few corners, and Daniel Kjeldsen will be able to take this championship by about 5 or 6 points. And Mark Schluter, for the first time this season, wins the Austrian Grand Prix. Yannick Schmidt finishes second, Jack Humphrey third, Terry fourth, but Daniel Kjeldsen is champion of WR Tier 2.
Let's go.
GG's.
Let's go! Oh, yes!
G fucking G's.
Oh, yes!